Hi guys, and welcome to the Glacier Crypto Club Technical Analysis. It's your boy Dribs, and today I'm going to be covering Bitcoin on a weekly chart, on a daily chart, as well as a 4-hour chart. So we're going to be zooming in. The metrics that we're going to be using is the exponential moving averages. So on the screen, the green one, I have the 21 moving average, and the following one, the sky blue one, is the 50 EMA, exponential moving average, and then the last one, the 200 moving average. So the sky blue one, I call it the water, and the cream one, the 200, I call it the mayo. So if you forgot the values, they're on your far left, EMA 250 and 21. So, and then 50 and 21 are color coded if you forgot which one is which. All right, so it's a 21 exponential moving average. So basically, these moving averages act as areas of flexible support and resistance, tracking where price is most likely to come back and retest. So also in confluence to that, we're going to find significant areas of support and resistance. And initially there's one that is in January, around 18th of January, around 30K. After the rally from November and December last year, 2020, and January 2021 this year, Bitcoin sort of retraced, right? What goes up must come down, came back and retested around the 30K area. And more buyers stepped in, pushing the price up. So this is before the big sell-off. So we didn't know that there was going to be a major sell-off. So we're going to be using both horizontal support and resistance areas, and pay attention to how price behaves alongside moving averages. Notice after the sell-off in mid-May, price after the crazy sell-off, it came and rested on top of the 50 moving average on a weekly chart, which was basically giving us a chance to say, yes, it's a retracement, but it's the last hope that most analyzers and most metrics were saying that still a bull trend. And actually, according to how we use these moving averages, according to this strategy, if price is trading above the water, the 50 EMA, it's usually a bullish trend. It's a bullish trend. And when price breaks below the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA, then it turns into a bearish trend. So we're going to find the next area of support and resistance, which is around 44K, 42K, where price sort of came back, retested, as in like as it goes, as you see price moves in waves, leaves one level, gets to the next level, retests. So it's like it breaks up above a ceiling, turns the ceiling into a floor, and there's another ceiling above it, it breaks above, and in the event that there's a black swan event, these are also the areas where price comes back to sit on, right? So we're just going to have those two horizontal areas of support and resistance. Notice where we are right now today at 48.7 K at the time of the recording of this recording. Bitcoin is still on top of the 50 moving average, and in that case, on a long-term basis, Bitcoin is still in a bullish trend. It's not bear season yet, as far as the technical says, as far as the moving averages are concerned, and it seems as if we are reacting off the 50 EMA on a weekly chart, not only the 50 EMA, but that significant 40K area of support and resistance. That spike about two almost 3 weeks ago, that sell-off, it may have spiked, but it didn't go below the 50 EMA. So what else we're going to do is now zoom down to a daily chart and see what are the same metrics saying and how they are behaving alongside price action. Okay, going back to January, February, where price comes back and retests that 30K area, notice that price is strictly trading from November last year, even October, as it seems, November, December, January, price was strictly trading above the 50 moving average. The water price was there, and with the first 30K area of support and resistance, and then as our flexible support and resistance, the 50 EMA, we were clearly in a bull run. Bitcoin making new all-time highs after all-time highs, and as you see, it skyrocketed, making new all-time high, comes back, rests on above the water, validating the strength of the bullish trend. Only until around April, where it broke below the 50 moving average for the first time, and after that, which triggered massive panic and which brought fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and there was a massive sell-off there, coming down from the 50 EMA all the way, breaking below the 200 EMA. I think that's when Elon Musk said he's going to stop accepting Bitcoin as a legal payment for Tesla, because miners had to use more renewable energy. So also, like, so it's normal, and this is what happens in the market. Markets rise and fall, so people, you buy low and you sell high, right? So which videos like these are to help you to know where you are and what to do according to where you are, and how it's going to help with your portfolio. So realize how after the sell-off of the whole May Elon Musk fiasco and the major sell-off in the middle of the year, it came back to 30K. It couldn't break below 30K because it's a significant area. As much as it broke below the water and below the 200 EMA, the Mayo, it couldn't break below 30K. Started consolidating between 30K and 40K. Why? What was above for us, the 200 EMA was acting as resistance, and the horizontal line was acting as support. As you can see, when you see moving averages crossing, it's a signal of a trend changing. And so when they cross and the price is going below and water is below the Mayo, that's a sign of a bearish trend. Some like calling those death crosses, if you've ever heard the term. So price consolidated, managed to stay above 30K, and buyers stepped in, bulls took over the market. The moving averages crossed again, and notice how the 50 moving averages goes back above the 200 moving average, signaling a bullish trend as price was trading above the 200, both the 200 and the 50 moving average. And I think China announced that they're buying Bitcoin again, and it caused a bit of a sell-off. And then later, a few days later, we heard that one of the giants, real estate giants, which own Bitcoin, Evergrande, was needed a bailout from the Chinese government, which sent fear, uncertainty, and doubt through the whole stock market, and they like so. But price held around the 200 moving average, and as well as above the 40K area. So as you can see, what's happening now, if we want to notice, if we want to see what's happening now, what I've been doing in the past few weeks, when we broke below the water, I wanted to sort of follow the trend, the downtrend, as into the lower lows and what was the trend. And as I was following it, if you were in the Glacier Crypto Club Telegram, you would know we're in a short-term bearish trend, until that trend line couldn't hold, and there was just a massive sell-off, about 2.3 about 2.3 billion liquidated, I think, in a day, people selling off. So that made us change. Basically, you have to be like water, my friend, gently, we changed it. So we switched up. We switched up our trend line. Now it was, as much as it was support before, now it became a resistance. As you can see, as price was coming and bouncing. I will show you on a smaller time frame what was happening there with the moving averages. But on a daily chart, on a daily time frame, price is consolidating above the 46k area, between the 46k area, which is there and is significant since February in the year, and between that and the 200 moving average, as well as the trend line. So what we were waiting for is a breakout, which we saw on the 21st of December, about 2 days ago, and yesterday as well as today. Bitcoin broke out of the triangle setup, sort of signaling that it wants to go, it wants to resume the bullish trend. If you see this behavior happening around now in the past week, I'll say a week or two, happened around September, end of September as well. What would be best is to go on a 4-hour chart, and so that we really cover. Basically, we zoom in and see what was happening. Using our moving averages as a metric, watch how price is consolidating between 46k and the red trend line. But not only the trend line. On a 4-hour chart, we have the 4-hour moving average, the 50 EMA acting as resistance. Also, whenever moving averages cross, that signals a change of a trend, right? And you can see the sell-off started after that, as well as as I mentioned, late September. We were in consolidation, and we were just waiting for the trend for the boost to take over and trend to turn around, as it did. And once it did, as price rose, the moving averages crossed, and price traded strictly above the 50 moving average all the way until it consolidated, staying above the 50 moving average and the 200 moving average. We're in a nice bull run since last week of September until mid-November, where we broke below and we crossed, signaling a downtrend. This is not me. This is the moving average and its technical analysis. So which is why we trade and invest according to what we see and not according to how we feel. Because it can be dangerous to ignore these metrics. But now, as it seems, in a few days past, things seem to be turning in our order. The 21, the green moving average, and the 50 seem to have crossed there. At the same time, they've crossed around the same area where with the red trend line, signaling that Bitcoin has broken out of that that bearish triangle. And it seems as if buyers are stepping in, and there's going to be momentum until around 51k. We're targeting, until around 51k. See what happens in between there, because it's possible that price breaks above 200 EMA easily, but there's also a chance that it will act as a resistance, so price may just come back into the zone and continue to consolidate between 51k and about 48k. As long as we're above the water and we're above the red trend line, we'll be okay. We're going to be all right. So basically, that's as far as it goes and where we are right now and what's happening with Bitcoin using the moving averages, as we did on a weekly chart, as we did on a daily chart, as we are doing on a 4-hour chart. So over the next few days and weeks, we're going to be following the behavior and seeing if we are further consolidating, or maybe Santa is going to give us a key to activate the bull run. So that's as far as it goes on a 4-hour chart for me, and it's we're looking forward to 51K. And if you'd like to follow up on our analysis and get more of these, join Glacier Crypto Club. If you're on YouTube, you're going to see a link below. Follow that link and contact us. We'll add you to our Telegram, where we break down not only Bitcoin, we break down Ethereum, Binance, and we break down other products, NFTs. We're talking about decentralized land and a lot of other things happening in the crypto space. So join the team. That's where we are with Bitcoin. We will be following up and covering it as we go, as well as other projects. Yeah, so if you, like I said, I'm going to say that if you're in the Glacier Crypto Club Telegram group, you would have had analysis ever since September. Basically, what we're doing now, we did this, the exact same thing in September. Whether we're rising or falling, we analyze and we cover, we do focus, price forecasting, and in the technical analysis, basically. Disclaimer, everything that we're covering in this video is not financial advice. Just had to take it back to the weekly chart where we started. That's all from me, Dribs. If you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe and leave your comments as to what you think. And let's all have a wonderful festive season. And that's all from your boy. Peace out. Cheers.